Hello, my name is Bynum, and I'm here tonight to talk to y'all about the 5 different branches of the military. As we all know, the military has been a vital source to our country and its way of life ever since we became an independent country. Today's military has not changed much since it was founded back in 1775. What I mean by that is our military today is made up of volunteers, and the same goes for when it was founded back in 1775. The reason I chose this topic is because I'm part of the Air National Guard in Meridian, and it's a big part of my life. Like I said, I'm here to talk about the 5 different branches, and those 5 branches are the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, the Navy, and the Coast Guard, each having their own different purpose. I'm here to talk about their victories, what they do, and this kind of so forth and so on. I'm going to start off with the Army. Now, the Army is the oldest branch of the military, being formed by the Congress in 1775. The Army is our country's main ground forces, and their purpose is to protect and defend the United States and its interests. The Army today has about 401 enlisted soldiers and about 76,000 officers. With that being said, they are the largest branch in the military. Some of their major victories over the years would be the Revolutionary War, the Spanish-American War, World War I, and World War II. Also, in the early 1900s, the Army founded the Army Air Corps, otherwise known as the Air Force now in today's time. The United States Air Force was founded in 1947 under the National Security Act of 1947. At first, the branch was called the Army Air Corps, like I mentioned earlier, and its primary mission was to aid ground forces during World War II. During the war, they realized that the Army Air Corps could be a much more valuable asset to the war, so they branched off and became their own and became the Air Force. And the Air Force's primary mission is to protect and defend our air and space through exploitation. In the most recent years, they've came up with many different types of way of securing our air and space areas by using drones. Each different branch has their own set of drones, but the Air Force has the most high tech. With that being said, I'm going to move on now to the Navy. And our Navy is the second oldest branch in the military. It was founded on November 10th, 1775, and their mission is to protect the seas. With them doing this gives us freedom to travel and do all this other kind of stuff. Some of the ships the Navy used would be destroyers, submarines, and aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers are used mainly to aid the Air Force when they are flying through areas where there is no possible landing strip for them to use. Now that we've gotten them out the way, we'll go into the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps was founded on the same day as the Navy, November 10th, 1775, and they were founded to be the landing forces for the Navy. The Marine Corps specializes in amphibious operations, and their primary mission is to assault, capture, and control beachheads. Although the branch is all for the Navy, they try to be as self-sufficient as possible. With that being said, they use their own aircraft. They have fighter jets, fighter bombers, and attack helicopters. The final branch of the military, and also the smallest branch, would be the Coast Guard. The United States Coast Guard was originally established as the Revenue Cutter Service in 1790. Today, the Coast Guard operates under the Department of Homeland Security. Their duty during peacetime would be law enforcement, boating safety, sea rescues, and illegal immigration control. But during wartime, the President of the United States can ship them to the Department of the Navy, where they can be used there. Some of the equipment Coast Guard uses would be helicopters, boats, shore stations, and stuff like that to control the seas. Now, in conclusion, I would like to mention that in 2002, the United States military had just two kinds of uniforms. This right here would be one of the uniforms they used back then, but just a different color maybe for different terrain. But that was one of the main uniforms. Today, the military has many unique different types of camouflage patterns specifically designed for each branch. This is one of the more recent ones. This would be mine. It's Air Force print. They use kind of like a digital tiger print look to it. But Army has digital print, and they have different colors for everywhere they go, along with the other branches. With that being said, yes, the military different branches of the military have evolved and developed to perform unique missions, but that's for the benefit of the country